Hey guys, it's me, Ebony Maya, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some things that I wish I knew before I got braces. Before we get into this video, make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel to become a part of the pretty game. The first thing that I wish I knew before getting braces, and it's kind of one of them things that I kind of already knew, but I just didn't do it, but it is to take some type of painkiller. Getting braces typically does kind of hurt because it's very tight, and also braces are a lot different from just having your regular teeth. They feel a lot tighter and heavier, so it is best to take some sort of painkiller. I promise you it's going to help you in the long run. It literally makes the process a lot better, so make sure you take some painkillers at least 30 minutes to an hour before you get your braces. The next thing that I wish I knew is that I would have to get some teeth taken out. So this may not happen for everybody. I think it kind of just depends on like how your teeth are. With me, I had some wisdom tooth that I had to get taken out before I got my braces. I did not know that I was going to have to do that, so it was kind of unexpected. But some people may not. I had to do it, and honestly, it was not the best feeling. I really couldn't eat anything other than like soft foods and liquid foods for about 2 weeks because I could not chew anything. So I definitely recommend like trying to at least trying to know if you are going to need teeth taken out or not, because if you do, just make sure you're prepared. Another thing about braces is they will definitely take some time to get used to. I've had my braces for about a month now, and I know it probably hasn't seemed like a month, but I do pre-film my YouTube videos, so the videos that I have been posting like weeks ago were pre-filmed, so I already had my braces when I published those videos, so that's why it doesn't seem like I've had them for too long, but I do pre-film my videos. So I've had my braces for about a month now, and I'm just starting to kind of get used to my braces because it is a different feeling. Like honestly, it's really hard to describe. I really don't know how I would describe how braces feel because it just kind of feels different. It's like almost like a weight or something that's on top of your teeth that's like permanently there, like you can't move it. But once you have them for a while, you kind of get used to it, and I'm at a point where I honestly don't even feel them unless I physically like touch them, you know. The next thing that I wish I knew is that I would have to eat my food a lot differently. Now with braces, I guess it kind of depends on you and like, you know, how you would like to eat, but I feel like anybody that typically gets braces usually will have to eat different from how they are used to eating. When you have braces, it is a lot harder to chew and bite because of course depending on how your braces are put on, it is going to be a little hard to bite down on food and stuff. So with me, I have to use my back teeth. I know some people don't have to, but I have to use my back teeth because it's kind of hard to chew with my front teeth. And I also have to cut my foods into very tiny pieces. Like I cannot just bite into an apple. I have to cut it into like wedges or smaller pieces than that. Like when I eat some type of meat, I have to like cut it up smaller into smaller pieces. So just prepare to do that. Even like burgers and stuff like that, you have to cut that up smaller. We don't have to, but it is a lot easier to eat if you cut it up smaller. And also going along with food and stuff, another thing that I wish that I knew is that food will get stuck into your braces. It really doesn't matter what type of food you eat. Now if it's like a smoothie or some yogurt, that's different, but any type of solid food, most of the time they will get stuck in your braces, which is why it's recommended that you brush and floss your teeth every time that you eat something. So I know I kind of already said this, but when you get braces, it will probably hurt especially if you do not take any medicine before you go and get them. But when you go to get your braces tightened or like get the color changed, it also will hurt a little bit if you do not take any type of medicine. So just make sure that when you are going to your appointments that you take some medicine prior to the appointment. So another thing that I wish I knew, which is something that I kind of already figured, but you cannot eat a lot of crunchy foods. Now it is an exception. You can eat like chips, well, some types of chips, not all types of chips, but you can eat certain types of chips and stuff like that, but you cannot eat popcorn, just really hard vegetables, like fresh vegetables. It might be better if you like steamed it or cut it up into smaller pieces. Just make sure that you are being careful when it comes to crunchier foods, because you do not want to break your bracket, because that will hurt. And I have not broken my bracket, but I do know the feeling of your bracket like poking out, because I had like access of my bracket poking out, and I had to like, you know, go back and get that fixed because it was like stabbing me. But just know that it's required not, or recommended not to eat crunchy foods due to the bracket being able to break, which is not a good feeling. Another thing that I wish I knew, or something that you should know, is when it comes to picking out a color, it is a few colors that you just want to try to stay away from, such as browns, greens, and whites. Those types of colors can either, one, make your teeth appear yellow, or two, make it look like some type of food or just nasty stuff is stuck in your teeth. So kind of stay away from those types of colors. Me, I picked the color purple because if y'all have not realized that, if y'all do not know already, my favorite color is purple. So of course, purple game, period. I got light purple. Next time I'm going to do dark purple, and I think you can do multiple colors, but I didn't want to do that. I kind of just like the one color at a time type of thing. So another thing that I wish I knew, and something that you should know, is that flossing is very, very important. Now, however, flossing is very difficult to do. I like to just floss at night because, one, my teeth are sensitive, and two, it just takes so much time. Like, it literally takes me like 30 minutes just to floss my teeth, which is an excessive amount of time for flossing. But flossing is very, very important because food is going to get stuck in your teeth. It's no way food is not going to get stuck in your teeth if you have braces, unless you are eating unless you were drinking liquids, which is a little bit alarming, but not really. But you are going to need to floss, whether it's using the actual common way of flossing or using a water flosser. Whatever method you find is better or easier or more cheaper, efficient, whatever, you need to do that, because flossing is so important. It makes a lot of a difference. Like, it literally makes your braces look so much more clean. It makes your breath smell better, because old food stuck in your mouth will lead to odor and your breath not smelling as good. So make sure that you are flossing at least once a day. At least once a day. I only eat like once a day, so I have an exception of only having to floss once a day. But at least once a day. Don't do it like once a week. You need to do it at least once a day. You can do it twice a day or after every time you eat, but at least once a day is that'll do. Okay, so another thing that I wish I knew, I'm not quite sure if this is true or not, but a lot of people say that your voice will kind of change a little bit. Now, I will say it was a little bit harder to talk when I first got my braces. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was kind of talking kind of bad and it was just harder to talk. But I really don't think that your voice will typically change. Your voice will sound a little different at first because your mouth may be a little swollen and it might take some getting used to, but your voice will not actually change, I don't think. But that's just something that you need to expect. So another thing that will change is your smile. And I'm not saying like your teeth, like obviously braces are going to make your smile change, but the way you smile will change. Now, I'm speaking for me. I keep saying the way you smile, but the way I smile change because I typically smile like with my whole teeth like that, like with my whole mouth open. But now I'm just more casual, like a lot more, I don't know. It's like I don't like to open up my whole mouth when I smile now. I just feel like that's enough, you know? Not too much. It's like the perfect amount. You know what I mean? So yes, your smell will change, of course, obviously, but the way you smell will also change because either the braces will be more comfortable with smiling or it's just the only way you can really smile with braces. It kind of just depends on your situation. So that is going to pretty much conclude this video. I hope you guys find this helpful, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you are following my social media so that you can stay connected and you can also see when I post videos. If you don't have other social medias, you can just hit that notification bell. It will notify you every time I post a new video. Also, comment below if you enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching.